Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be solving this question where we are given some group, right? In this group, we have the group of rational numbers under addition and we have Q star as the group of non-zero rational numbers under multiplication. 0 is extracted from this group. Right, then we have to find the order of each element in Q and in Q star. Now for calculating the order of each element, you must be knowing that in Q as well as in Q star we have an infinite number of elements present with us. So how can we find the order of each element? Now let's see how we can do that. If you remember, what is the definition of this group? Which all elements would be present here within this group? We have elements which are rational numbers where this denominator is non-zero. The GCD of the numerator with denominator is 1 and they are both taken from integer, the set of integers, right? And the identity element in this group is 0 because our group operation is addition, correct? Once you know this, if you remember the definition of order of an element, what is it? It is that the order of an element, suppose we are taking some element A from G, so its order would be that smallest positive integer n such that if our operation is multiplication, such in that case we would have it like this: a raised to power n is equals to e, and if our group operation is addition, then we have the identity as n a is equals to e, right? If we are unable to find such an n, in that case we would say the group element A has an infinite order, correct? Okay, so using this definition over here, we can calculate it for each element. Let's first talk about Q, the group of rational numbers under the group operation of addition, right? So in order to find the order of each element of this kind, m upon n, we have to answer this question. So we have to look, this question says how many times we have to add m upon m to itself so that we obtain 0. So m upon n plus m upon n plus m upon n and so on. How many times should we do it so that we obtain the identity of the group, which is 0? The answer is you cannot do it. Why? Because once you keep on adding these numbers, it would either lead to the positive sum or to the negative sum. It would never become 0 because you know well why. So therefore it won't become 0 at any step. So that means we are unable to find such an n with this condition. Hence we would say all the elements would have infinite order. But is it true for all the elements here? The answer is no. Why? Because for the identity element 0, you can write it like this: n into 0, which is 0, right? Here n is equal to 1, which is the smallest such integer. Why? Because you can write 1 into 0 is equals to 0. So in this case, here actually it should be plus n plus 0. So here it should be 0. So you can add 0 to itself. Here I've written this wrong. 0 plus 0 is 0. So you are able to do it one time. So here the order of number is 1. Correct? So therefore in this group of rational numbers, the order of 0 is 1, and for all other elements except 0, we have infinite order. What about Q star? In Q star, we are talking about the group of rational numbers, non-zero rational numbers, right? Non-zero rational numbers under the group operation of multiplication. Here the elements are of this type where n and m both are non-zero, right? N is non-zero basically. GCD of m and n is equal to 1 and they are taken from the set of integers. Here the identity element is 1 because our group operation is multiplication, correct? So therefore here we have to pose this question that how many times we have to multiply m upon m by itself so that we obtain the identity element, which is 1. So m upon n into m upon n into m upon n. How many times should we do it so that we obtain 1? So here you see for the identity element 1, if you do it once, you have your n, right? So the order of 1 is 1 in this case. For minus 1, if you do it twice, so if you multiply minus 1 with minus 1, you would get plus 1, which is the identity. Hence the order in this case is 2. For rest of the elements here, we multiply them infinite number of times or to some other number of times, we won't get 1. Why? Because they either keep on increasing or they keep on decreasing. So therefore in this case we are unable to define such an n with this condition. Hence we say the order of all the other elements is infinite in this case. Therefore in Q star the order of 1 is 1, the order of minus 1 is 2, and the order of all other numbers is infinite. So I hope you understood this question well. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.